Good morning and happy Wednesday. Technically, TGIF. Today is our Friday. Sorry, just cleaning my glasses so I can see. Good morning. Cool. Come on. There we go. Now they're clean. Now I can see. Buenos dias. Let's catch a banger. Yesterday was literally a 10-minute workday. Those QQQ calls were beautiful. Good morning, everybody. All right, let's hop right into this. Let's hop into it. How'd you guys do yesterday? The trade that we ended up taking yesterday was QQQ. Remember, we talked about the Fibonacci cluster yesterday, the importance behind it, right? We took two different areas of Fibonacci retracements, and we had the same exact zone at this level right here. So as soon as the market opened, price came down very close to the bounce on QQQ. I looked to my right and saw NQ was actually bouncing off of the level. You can see that we hit it to a T at 931. So on this candle right here, we entered long and we caught a nice pop to the upside. The contracts did a little over 30% from the entry. Within, if we entered at 932, by 939, right? Hold on. I'm gonna have to prove somebody wrong real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Somebody said QQQ moved about 20 cents. Bro, we entered literally at the open of this candle, pretty much. Caught that pop all the way up. Shaking my head. All right, anyways. But yeah, that was the importance behind that NQ yesterday. Literally could have had a 10-minute workday if you caught that. So, came down, boom, bounced off the level. Nice rally. That was the only thing I saw. Any opportunity in. Boeing a little later in the day actually did give a nice setup. I just didn't end up taking it. So if we go to the 5-minute time frame on Boeing, you can see pivot low, pivot high, came down, bounced to 61 and 70.7. Nice volume behind it and literally rocketed into a new high a day. So cool. And then we are in UNH swings. UNH swings. Alrighty. Let's do this. All right, let's hop into ES. Check the economic calendar for today. See what we got going on. Wednesday, initial jobless claims, durable goods, consumer sentiment at 10. So 8:30 news and then 10 o'clock news. Awesome. Let's do this bad boy. Alrighty, daily. I mean, I don't really have a reason to reject this. I mean, maybe liquidity up here if we got up there, 45.71, and we swept it. But I don't necessarily have a reason to try to reject this. Let's see the daily. Yeah, I mean, we're about to clear that daily supply. Maybe, I mean, we do have 2 touches. We could use this as a trend line. Maybe 4,600 lines up with that psychological resistance and that trend line. But that is about it. I don't have any other reason to try to reject this. So let's take off this VWAP so we can actually see. There we go. We got daily demand down here. If price were to come down into it, would be interested in a possible bounce from 45.27 to 45.12. Quite a ways away. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm looking for the uptrend entry into 4,600 and then look for the reject there. That's pretty much it. So, SPY. Let's see, what are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about AI. Alrighty. Let's see, SPY itself. I mean, I know that we had a, oh, the 455.50. We saw that daily gap that hasn't been filled. So, I mean, if I'm going to be interested in a reject, it's going to be at that daily gap fill. It's, what, 40 cents? So, if anything, I'll look for the reject there. Bounce in daily supply on ES. I don't think, yeah, not really any other interesting levels. This 452, you can see was previous resistance, turn support. So maybe if we got down there, that should take us close to the daily demand, but I would be more interested down there. So everything for SPY. Take a quick look at SPX. Still got decent gap on SPX. So same thing, I'll be interested in the reject once we actually get up there. 45.67.50 is where the gap fill is. But pretty much it on SPX. Take a quick look at NQ. Clearing that high, pulled back to the 21 EMA on the 4-hour. Held the fib cluster, held 4-hour demand right there. So here's our 4-hour demand. Price bounced right out of it. Boom. So let's see what we got. Same thing, daily demand. Pretty much tagged it. Pretty sure we already done cleared these levels. Let's see. Yep, we done cleared those. So I mean, really, liquidity up there, maybe. And then we have weekly supply starting at 16,304.25. So if I'm looking for a reject, it's going to be not for another 300 points on NQ. So head on over to QQQ, and NQ can move 300 points fairly quickly. But we'll see. So as far as QQQ, disaster of a chart, hold up. Delete that, delete that, delete that, boom. Delete that, delete that. Cool. So I mean, again, same thing, maybe liquidity up there. We'll watch the supply on NQ. All we did was pull back towards that 4-hour, 21 EMA. We're holding it. Technically, it's a higher low. So yeah, I mean, that's about it on QQQ. Not really seeing bounces in play. So cool, that is everything there. ES, NQ, SPX, SPY, QQQ. And again, if you guys want this watch list today, make sure to run up them likes. We did not hit the watch list like goal yesterday. So if you guys want to post it up in the chat, make sure to click that like button. Alrighty. Cool. Let's take a look at some individuals, see what we're liking, what we're not liking, and then we'll go from there. Apple still in that little rising wedge. Actually fell below it yesterday. But nothing there that I'm interested in. It's got a nice 4-hour squeeze. Maybe it fires up. But nothing there. AMD don't care about. Amazon don't care about. Boeing still moving. So maybe an uptrend entry on Boeing. It's got a nice 1-hour squeeze. And when Boeing wants to move, Boeing will move. So maybe a pullback towards that 1-hour 21 EMA. We hold in that support. Squeeze builds momentum and then it fires up. Definitely could come into play. So I like Boeing. And then I didn't even tweet this that we were live. Hold on. Let's get this tweeted and posted up. Boom, boom, boom. 5. Alrighty. We good to rock and roll. I kind of expect everybody to be traveling, to be honest with you. Coin. Surprised there's no squeeze on this yet. Oh, okay. Nothing on coin today. Costco. Don't care about. GLD slowly uptrending. Google, same thing, slowly uptrending. Don't really care about that. Let's see. Meta. Not too interested. Actually, hold on. Check the 4-hour. I mean, it's holding structure on the 4-hour. I just don't really see anything that I like. So, nothing there. Microsoft, nothing there. Netflix. Just a slow grind up. I mean, it doesn't look bad for a breakout. They should just push it back to all-time highs. Or not all-time highs, but 52-week highs. That's what makes sense. So maybe a high-risk breakout above 477. Resistance over here, resistance here, resistance here. So maybe we can just trade a breakout. Again, super high risk. Let's see. The contracts are looking like. Yeah, fairly cheap. And they have liquidity. So, cool. Maybe Netflix today. We'll see with that. And then NVIDIA. Flat off of earnings. Really don't care about this. Not going to touch it. They crushed earnings, I'll tell you that. That's why they pumped back up. Let's see, we already looked at QQQ, Shopify, just a slow grind up, and then Tesla. Kind of showing like a cup and handle formation, possibly. So we'll see with that, but not too interested today in Tesla. Cool. So really, the only individuals your boy's liking is Boeing and Netflix. That's it. A lot that I don't like. So, while we're waiting for jobless claims, any questions? While we're chilling here, questions, stocks I haven't looked at. What you guys got? We already looked at Netflix. I'm hosting this year. Obviously, I'm not gonna be the one cooking unless family wants some burnt turkey and ham. But yeah, I'm hosting. Maybe get some shopping done on Friday. I don't know. I don't really like Black Friday shopping. So kind of 50-50 on that. And this weekend, honestly, I don't know as of now. Walmart and Coca-Cola. FICO. Jesus, this thing's 1K. I mean, if I'm gonna even be interested, I want to pull back on this thing towards the daily 21 EMA. Let's see, Walmart. Oh yeah, we talked about Walmart yesterday. I wouldn't touch that. And Coca-Cola, personally, the entry should have been down here towards 51.74. That 50% retracement on the monthly. So I personally think Coca-Cola is going to go and clear these highs and possibly set new highs. So yeah, maybe it sets up in the future. Microsoft, new 52-week highs, nice little cup and handle. We talked about the squeezes, 3-day squeeze fired up, weekly squeeze fired up. As far as an intraday setup, nothing that I really care about right now. We're just consolidating in this range. So it's the average amount of contracts I buy. There's no set number. It really depends on how much they are and what my risk is. It's never like, oh, I'm going to buy 50 every trade, because there's a big difference between buying a contract that's $80 and a contract that's $200. And am I willing to risk $20 out of that 60 per contract? Or am I willing to risk 50 or 60 out of that $200 contract? So it's never how many contracts. It's always what is my risk and how much is the contracts. I like trading 0DT for like the first 45 minutes. But other than that, I'll switch to next day or a couple days out. Also depends on the contracts. I don't like when they're too cheap, just because, I don't know, they move super weird when they're super cheap. So if that's the case, I'll go to next day expiration. I mean, you can use a 78.6. I know somebody that loves to use it and he's been crushing it. I just personally don't really use it too often. Let's see. AMD, we looked at, nothing there. Again, the semi is not really interested in today. Uber. Same thing. Your best bet would be to look for a pullback. Maybe towards that daily 21 EMA. Around 50. So, I mean, it could be 49.50 all the way up to wherever that daily 21 EMA is. Obviously, that's going to move. But that's personally where I would look for a bounce. But we got 30 seconds until jobless claims. Let's see what happens. And then if setups get validated or invalidated. Yeah, remember, just because earnings are good or bad doesn't mean the stock is going to do the same thing. I typically go at the money. Sometimes in the money also. Like right in the money. Alrighty, 8:30. What are the numbers? Continuing claims 1.84, forecast 1.87, so below forecast and below previous. Durable goods 0%, forecast 0.1, previous 0.4, so below. Initial jobless claims 209,000, forecast 227,000, previous 231,000. Cool. So below on both. See what the market does. And again, it's Wednesday right before Thanksgiving. Honestly, don't expect too much to happen. But yeah. So let's give this a couple minutes. And then market doesn't do anything, then we'll finalize levels and be on our way. But again, if you guys want this watch list, make sure to run up them likes. Got 145 people in here and only 68 likes. Remember, if you guys want it, run that bad boy up. Also, I got a pretty fire video dropping tonight. Might be a little biased on how fire it is, but we'll see. Give this like 1 or 2 more minutes. Actually, we'll just do it now. Looks like they're going to try to pull it back a little bit. Cool. Let's get this rocking and rolling. So, let's see. Probably gonna have to use ES and QQQ today. Besides the SPY reject. SPY reject 455.5 above there, have more room to the upside. Bounce. This is daily demand, I believe. Yes. Bounce in daily demand with ES from 45.27.75 to 45.75. QQQ. I believe we said we might have to use NQ on this one, but 395, 400 on QQQ. Really not too much. What did we have? What was this? 4-hour demand, I believe. Yeah, we picked up orders in the 4-hour demand. Really not too much. QQQ. Nothing. Nothing. Only watching NQ reject in weekly supply at 16,304.25. And then we like Boeing. Let's see what Boeing's doing. I'll tell you what, if you guys hit 100 likes, I'll give you half the watch list today. Half of it. Tell me that was a misprint down into the level. Tell me that was a misprint. Whatever, we're still gonna watch this. Boeing, watching 1-hour squeeze, and intraday uptrend entry, high risk breakout above 219.38. And then Netflix. And real quick, if you guys are not on the wait list for Team Bull, the Discord will be opening spots very, very soon, maybe Friday. Cough, cough. And the only way to join the Discord now is through the waitlist. So again, spots are going to be opening very soon. When they open, you're going to get an email, so make sure you got your email notifications on. But if you want to join Team Bull, this is probably the last time we're going to be opening up for the year, or the first and only time we're going to be opening for the remainder of the year, besides maybe Christmas. I don't know. But here's the waitlist to sign up for the Team Bull Discord. It takes 5 seconds to fill out if you want access to trade live with all of us. So there's Boeing, Netflix, honestly, it makes sense. Push back towards 52-week highs. For intraday uptrend entries. Cool. Give Team Bull the whole watch list. Rainy. Everybody in Team Bull has access to the watch list. Channel members, YouTube channel members, you're about to have access as well. Boom. Yeah, honestly, trying to short's gonna be too hard. I typically don't recommend entering after I've already entered the trade, unless obviously within the first like 10-15 minutes, that's fine. But maybe UNH gives a second entry. If that's the case, I'll tell people that I'm adding. But I don't know. I personally wouldn't, especially if it starts moving away. So very nice daily setup, though. We've talked about this in the past. We're holding that daily 21 EMA as support. It likes it, so get a daily candle close below. I'll stop out, small loss. But other than that, I'm aiming for 554, 563. New video, it's going to be a secret. You're going to see it tonight. There we go, 100 likes. So at least you guys get half the watch list today. Half of the watch list. What do you mean, Don? Well, cool. Any other questions? Before we call it a stream and be on our way. Ready to crush it. And get in the bag. Apparently Ethereum's up. You mean the equity? That's why I was confused. I did options. Definitely did the options with this one. Yes, I'm sending out books today. I had to get them sent in. Yes, indeed. Again, same thing. When it comes to equity, it depends. How much is the equity? What is my risk? Right? So if I ended up doing equity on UNH, I mean, this thing's $540 a share. I'm not going to be able to buy as much equity in UNH as I would be able to on something like uranium. And then what's my risk from there? If I'm buying UNH equity, which again, I'm in the options, what's my risk? $6, $7? Your uranium was like 3, so half of the risk. So again, it depends. There's never a set number of how much equity or how many options I will buy. Always depends. How expensive is it? What is my risk? It's all good. Cool. Well, I will give you guys half the watch list today. I have a feeling everybody's traveling. But let's see. I'll give you guys SPY levels and Boeing. Boom. There's SPY. And there's Boeing. Boom. I use a 15-year monthly or a max monthly. Just depends on how much data I need to see. No, everybody should take off on Friday. Nobody should be here at all. I don't expect, or I don't want to see a single one of you typing in chat on Friday. At all. It's a half day, the day right after Thanksgiving. It's not worth it. Trust. Trust. But cool. Let's go wrap it up today, everybody. Everybody have an amazing Wednesday. Remember, trade safe, trade smart. Markets close tomorrow, closes early Friday. We could get some effery in the market today. So just be smart. But yeah, if you guys are in Team Bull, talk to you guys in 30 minutes. Other than that, I'll talk to you guys next week on Monday. Everybody have a blessed day, blessed Thanksgiving. I'll talk to everybody then.